What's up YouTube? James is back, and today on this video we're going to talk about Nike's new React Infinity Run shoe, where Nike believes it's going to help reduce injury for common day runners like you and me. So what I want to do in this video is do a quick unboxing and just give you my initial reaction to the shoe, along with some of the tech that goes into making this new shoe by Nike, the Infinity React. So let's dive right into this. Overall impression of the shoe is by looks, I love it. I think they killed it on the design. If you had Nike's original React running shoe, for me personally, I was a huge fan of it. Obviously with this new shoe, they have the React built into it also, which is basically a foam core that they really produce tons of cushion in. The shoe's also made of Flyknit material. So this is all one piece of material, including the tongue. Now this is something that Nike specializes in to make it feel more like a sock. Most running companies have your traditional tongue, but Nike again continues to push the limits and have created a shoe that's just one complete Flyknit upper piece to really give that sock feel, to make your foot feel one with the shoe. When it comes to the Nike Infinity React, my first thing that I noticed immediately was the wider midsole. So the whole point of this shoe is to help reduce injury. So Nike went with a wider midsole that actually prevents you from rocking back and forth. So this is what they would call a stability shoe. Looking down on it from the top to the bottom, yes, you can definitely notice the width, but as soon as I put my foot in the shoe, it did feel amazing. I was happy with the way it felt secure. I was happy with the cushion, and overall I was extremely happy with the way it looked on my foot. So this shoe specifically does have a wider foam core bottom that does make you sit higher. That is a little bit different from the other React shoe that Nike did come out with to provide a little bit more cushioning for you. They do have a little more security right here in the back. Again, this is what's going to prevent the rocking, along with the wider toe box, or midsole I should say, to make this a stability shoe versus a traditional shoe that is a little bit more narrow, that it's not going to help prevent the rocking. Nike does make other shoes that have heel guards or heel clips that do prevent rocking, but this shoe, again, the whole point is to reduce runner injury. So this is something that for an everyday runner, it's actually going to be a great choice, especially if you're new to running or just getting into running. A few years ago, Nike did do the Breaking 2 campaign, which one of their huge things that they came out with in their Vaporfly 4% is a rocking cradle type maneuver in the shoe that basically causes you to be strike on your forefoot or on your midsole, kind of propelling you forward more naturally. Nike believes that for any of us runners, to lean forward a little bit naturally pushes us forward, and so that's going to help us land on these and give us a little bit better experience and a better ride when it comes to the shoe. Now this shoe is specifically made for road or track. I would not run trails with this. Being in Arizona, trails is huge, but with the foam core, with the Epic React foam, I would not run trails. Of course, some of you might try it. I'm just going to say best of luck to you with that, but I would personally not do it. Just stick to the roads. This is going to be great for an everyday runner shoe. So if you are new to running and you're trying to figure out what shoe to go into, if you don't have time to make it into your running store, I would encourage you to check out these Infinity React shoes and see what they're like for your first month. One thing I love about Nike is they do have a 30-day return policy, even if the shoes are worn. So again, this is going to give you a better idea of how it's going to feel on your foot. A lot of Nike runners, and one of the biggest complaints is they're too narrow. So I do like that Nike made the midsole a lot bigger on the shoe, because it should fit the more common foot that's out there to provide a better experience. Again, Nike's whole thing is the sock type feel with the Flyknit upper. One thing I do like with Flyknit is it breathes really well, and I do like this extra little tongue here that they have that you can pull to slide your shoe on, along with this back here. And then this top does fold over a little bit, which I noticed on my foot made it feel like a baseball cleat where it does fold over, but it is made to feel like a sock. For me personally, my heel, I've read some reviews where people, when they're stepping or walking, their heel is sliding out a little bit. Personally, I did not have that feeling. When it came to the shoe, my foot did feel nice and secure. So again, this is just my initial review when it comes to Nike's new Infinity React, the Flyknit version. I plan on throwing these bad boys on and going out for a run just to see what it does feel like on a run. I will give a review on that, especially at the beginning, and then after a month of putting some miles on it to see how it feels. Alright, so that's all I got for you for today. Be sure to follow up with me later on to see what the rest of my reviews are when it comes to putting some miles on these shoes. So until next time, YouTube.